Hey guys, so I saw this idea on that Taylor's YouTube channel. I'll link her video down below where she tried out Amazon's best-selling makeup. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have a whole bunch of Amazon best-selling makeup products here. Some are new to me and some are old favorites. So if you guys would like to see what Amazon's bestsellers are and what I think of them, then just keep watching. The number one primer or setting spray was surprisingly the NYX primer spray. So I've had this one on hand for a while, so we're gonna give this one a try today. I already have my eye makeup done. It's a new Stila shadow palette that I'm trying out, so we'll give this a try. This one is the first base primer spray. Then in looking up the top selling foundation, I came across this one. This was number 8 on the best foundation list, but this is more of a lotion primer, so we're going to use this one as well. The base has set in, so now we'll go on to the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. This is in shade 7903. I suppose you could use this as a foundation. It has a little bit of color, but really no coverage. Number one best-selling concealer, no surprise here, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I have the neutralizer and the illuminator. I love these two. Okay, my face is concealed. I definitely agree with the number one ranking of that concealer. Number 10 on the foundation list, like I mentioned, there were some other things mixed in like moisturizers and primers. But this was number 10. This was the first foundation that I found that I'd actually even heard of. And this is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Foundation with broad spectrum SPF 28 Instant Wrinkle Defying. So we're going to use this one today. Number 10 on the list. I do think this is a nice foundation, especially if you have more mature skin. So this one's a bestseller, but would I say that there are other drugstore foundations that I like more, that I feel like should be higher on the list? Yes, but so far, not bad. Number 3 for powders, the first two were Coty Airspun, which I cannot stand the fragrance of, so there was no way I was using that one today. The number 3 powder, which came after Coty, is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. It's a white one, which I feel like this one gave me flashback, but we're going to try it today and see if that's the case, because I really don't remember. It's been a long time since I tried this one. I'm going to do a flash test right now. I'll be right back. We'll scratch the flash test. My phone is too hot to use the flash right now, so we'll just keep going. Okay, so does this powder make me lighter and whiter? Yes, it does. So I would not say that this is a top powder for me. For some reason, Amazon has it as their best-selling powder after Coty Airspun, but I don't know. I mean, look at the difference between my chest and my face since I've added the powder. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not loving it so much so far. Let's move on to bronzer. The #1 bronzer on Amazon is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm going to be using the shade Deep Bronzer right now because, let's face it, I need to help this disparity. There we go, looking a little bit more like myself with the bronzer. I do agree with this as a top selling bronzer. This is very nice. Next up we have a blush, and this one was the #1 best-selling blush. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, this color specifically. I know back when I joined the YouTube world, this was the color that everyone was raving about, so let's give it a try and see if I agree with the #1 rank. Not so sure it goes with the purple eyes I have going on today, but it is nice. It gives you a very peachy, luminous look. That actually looks okay. I'm not hating it with the purple. This is pretty. Would I say that it is my top blush pick at the drugstore? Probably not. Sephora makes some blushes that I love. LA Girl makes some blushes that I love. This is just a little too peach for me. I prefer more neutral tone blushes, but it's not a bad blush. It's just a color preference. So bronzer and highlight were in the same category. So #1, we already discussed the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. #2 was the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in the shade Pearl. I have used these before. They are like a Super Shock shadow formula from ColourPop. They're very wet, very intense. This color is probably going to be too light for me right now since I have a tan, but we're going to give it a try. This is Amazon's best-selling highlight. Okay, while I think it's a little bit light for my skin tone right now, it is a really nice highlight. Gives you just a kiss of like icy white glow to the cheeks. I would probably prefer something with a little warmth right now, but it is a really nice formula, a really intense highlight, and smells wonderful. Moving on to brows, the #1 best-selling brow product is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I have the shade Blonde. It's a brow pencil on one side and an itty bitty spoolie on the other side, and this is one of my favorite brow products, so I do agree with this one. I kind of thought that one of the Anastasia or Benefit products would have been the #1 bestseller, but perhaps they're not sold on Amazon. I'm noticing that most of these are drugstore brands. Okay, so the brows are done. My phone cut out, so I didn't record me doing it, but nothing exciting. Just drew them on, fluffed them through. I do like this brow product. Next up, we'll move on to lips. So in the lip category, #1 was the Superstay Matte Inks from Maybelline. #2 was the Butter Gloss from NYX. And #4 was the L'Oreal Color Riche lip liners. So we have those 3 products to try today. I have the Color Riche lip liner in Matte's It. Okay, lined and quickly filled. Next, let's try the Maybelline lip ink from the Puma collection. This is number 10 Epic. Well, while the lips are drying, let's move on to eyes. Number 2 in the eyeliner category, this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This one's in the shade Dark Brown. It's the only shade I had. And number 1 on mascara. Number 1 in the mascara category is actually Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Looks like this. So we're going to try these while the lips are drying. The liner worked just fine, but my eyeshadow is such a glittery mess that it's hard to really compete with that. So that's that. Now let's try the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Has like a rubbery ribbon at the top, and it is a kind of like funnel shape. It gets smaller at the end, so we'll try this one out. It did a really nice job of separating and getting all of the lashes all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Let's see how it layers. Wow, that's a really good mascara. And probably like $3 if I had to guess. Can you see that? This is a good mascara. With and without. I think this is probably one of the better affordable mascaras. Is it the best mascara ever? It's probably up there. This is pretty good. Okay, I'm quite impressed with this mascara. I like this #1 best-selling mascara from Amazon. I will definitely continue to use it. Now that the lips are dry, let's try the #2 product, the NYX Butter Gloss. It does kind of slide on just like butter. So that feels nice and slippery. And the final product, setting spray. This one, the NYX sprays were the best sellers for priming spray and setting spray. So this is the Dewy Finish long-lasting setting spray. So let's apply this one and then we will be all set. Okay, so overall, would I say that I agree with Amazon's best-selling choices? I would say I do, with the exception of this one right here. I'm not a big fan of this powder. I feel like it makes my skin look whiter and brighter than it actually is and would probably cause flashback. I can't test that right now because my flash is overheating. But everything else I really like. The only other thing that I might disagree with is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in Pearl. This is a really, really bright white shade that I don't feel like many skin tones could wear. So while I think the formula would be a bestseller in my book, I wouldn't necessarily say that the Pearl shade specifically would be a bestseller in my book. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Amazon's best-selling makeup put to the test. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.